Definitely the dumbest thing I have ever done. I had this idea this morning that I'm going to flip a coin to predict every single Big Ten game for the whole season and find out what team would win just based on a flip of the coin. So here's how it's going to work. I have a coin. I'm going to flip it. I don't really have a coin. It's actually this digital coin right here. I'm going to flip it. You can see it on the screen right now. Flips. If it's heads, the home team wins. If it's tails, the away team wins. And you guys can be involved. Here's what I'm going to do. On my YouTube, I'm going to make sure YouTube is working. It is. As I'm talking to myself on YouTube. On YouTube only. I'm not going to monitor Twitter comments. I got the YouTube rolling now. I got the comments right in front of me. If you are not happy with a result when the coin flips, you may comment and say reflip and then tell me what game I'm reflipping for, and I will only do that once for you, one time. You can comment as many times as you want, but I'm only going to reflip one time for you if you're on YouTube. So go over to YouTube and watch it. Make sure you're subscribing to my channel. And then, you don't have to do that. You can just comment if you want to. But I'm going to get this started. So I have the standings on the right of the screen, and then I will have the schedules for each team on the left. And I only have like 30 minutes to do this, so I have to get moving real quick. So first game, Eastern Illinois at Illinois. Remember, heads is a win for the home team. Tails is a win for the away team. So here we go. All right, first game, we got a tails. Illinois loss. And I have to do this part manually, and then the records will update on the right as I go through here. All right, next game. I'm going to go through each team's schedule like one by one. I'm not going to try to go like week by week. I got all the idle weeks or bye weeks, whatever you want to call them, taken out. So I don't have to mess with that. All right. Next game, we got FIU at Indiana. Let's give it a flip here. Indiana lost. Man, some tough non-conference losses to start the season. Yikes. Okay, next game, we got Iowa at home against Illinois State. Let's give her a flip. Another loss. Man, heavy on the tails today. Iowa, tough loss at home to start. All right, next game, we got Maryland at home against UConn. Come on, Maryland. Maryland with a win. All right, we got a win on the board. Win. All right, Maryland, first place right now. Again, if you want to reflip for any of these, you got to go to YouTube and comment. I will reflip one game for you. All right, next game, we got Michigan State. I got to move this over so I can see my whole screen. Michigan State at home against Florida Atlantic. New head coach gets a win with his first game. Win. Sparty on. Michigan returning, defending national champs at home against Fresno State. Will Michigan get the win? They will. They will keep the win streak alive. A win for the Wolverines. Then we got Minnesota at home against North Carolina. The coin's really far away on my mouse, so I got to scroll really far. They get a win. Minnesota starting off with a nice dub. All right, next game. Nebraska at home against UTEP. UTEP, the Miners, take a loss. Nebraska gets the win. I don't know if I have time to go through all these. This is going to be a lot. All right, I got to go quick. All right, Northwestern against Miami. Northwestern, loss. That's a tough one. Tough one against a MAC team. Man, that stinks. All right. Ohio State starts off against Akron. Will Ohio State keep their national championship hopes alive? Week 1, they will. They get a win. We got Oregon, also hopes of a national championship, playing Idaho first. Another win. We're off to the races. Got some wins piling up now. All right, next game we got Penn State at West Virginia. Okay, got to keep this in mind now. At West Virginia. So we're going to flip. Home team wins. That means Penn State with a tough loss to start the year. Tough loss for Penn State on the road. Tough place to play. All right, Purdue against the Fighting Larry Birds at home. Purdue gets the win. A win for the Boilermakers. Starts off the season correctly. All right, Rutgers playing Howard. Rutgers gets the win. I really should have reorganized this. I should have had the coin in the spot where you guys don't care how hard this is for me. I'm the one that did this to myself. No YouTube comments yet, so no reflips as of yet. Again, I'm only doing YouTube comments. Shout out to Russ, though. He's on Twitter. He said 5-7. He's talking about Purdue, I guess. And he said ILLLLL because Illinois lost already. All right, UCLA playing Hawaii in Hawaii. We need a tails here. Gets a win. Good job, UCLA. Starting off the season right. USC. Okay, now this is in Las Vegas. Who's the home team here? Who's the home team? USC. I don't know who the home team is. I'm going to say that it's... I'll switch this later if I have to, but I'm going to say that USC, just because they're closer, is the home team. So a heads would give them a win here. And they get it. I don't think anyone's going to fight me on that. Another Big Ten win. And then we got our last team, week 1. Wisconsin playing Western Michigan at home. Wisconsin gets the win with a heads. All right, here we go. Going back now. Now, here's what I can do. I only have 20 minutes, but what I can do is I can go through, and I'll probably do this halfway through, and then at the end again. I'll do it one time right now, though. I can filter, if I can remember how to do this, column C, Z to A, and it'll give us like an updated like standings. Right now it's mainly alphabetical because there's only one win or one loss. But you can see there, what do we got? 2, 4, 6 teams with a loss. Probably most surprising, Penn State. Come on, Penn State. All right, going back to Illinois. Their second game is against Kansas. That game is also at home, so they need a heads. They get another loss. Tough loss. Tough loss. Indiana playing Western Illinois. Didn't someone else just play them? Didn't someone else just play Western Illinois at Indiana? Got a tails. That's another loss for Indiana. Whew. All right, Iowa. Playing Iowa State, rivalry game. Big game. Coming off a loss. They pick up a win. They pick up a win right here. Here we go. Iowa's back in the win column. Or not back. That's their first one. Maryland playing Michigan State. So, all right. So, here's our first Big Ten matchup. I'll have to go ahead to Michigan State and update theirs as well. So, the home team is Maryland. So, heads gives it to Maryland. Tails gives it to Michigan State. It is a Michigan State win, so this is a loss for Maryland. And let me jump ahead to Michigan State real quick. Oh, they're in the next team. That's a win. Michigan State 2-0 to start. Look at them go. Michigan playing Texas. Big game here. At home, they need a heads. Sorry, Texas is going to win that one. That's a loss. That is a loss right there. Big game. I saw Texas play last year. I'd like to see another Texas game this year. I'd like it to be that one. That'd be fun. All right, Minnesota playing Rhode Island. Minnesota, where's my mouse at? At home. A loss. Man, that's tough. That is a tough loss. I just noticed that I'm kind of covering up here. Oops, I don't want to move that. Give me a second here. I'm going to try to fix my camera. Oh, you know why? Because I only fixed it for the first one, Illinois. I meant to move all these over. What was I moving over this part? There we go. Kind of looks dumb, but whatever. Whatever. We'll go through. As I'm going through, I'll fix those. Okay, who was I on? Michigan just lost. Minnesota just lost. All right. Big game for Nebraska against Colorado at home. Let's see if Nebraska can get a win. They can. Nebraska. Another win. They're undefeated. Here we go. Let me fix that as we go, like I said. There we go. All right. Northwestern. Northwestern playing Duke. Let's give it our old flip here. Where's it at? It says Ryan Field. That cannot be true. That just can't be true. That's not a thing anymore. But they get the win. Big bounce back win for Northwestern there. Nice win for them. Okay. Ohio State. Ohio State playing Western Michigan. Let's give her a flip. They lose. Loss for Ohio State against the Broncos. Tough. All right, next game, we got Oregon playing Boise State. Oregon at home. See if they can get a win. They can. Oregon remains undefeated. They're in the driver's seat now with that Ohio State loss. We got Penn State. Penn State playing Bowling Green. MAC teams have been hot. The MAC teams have been hot. Let's see if the MAC can stay hot. They can. MAC teams picking up wins left and right in the Big Ten. Oops, that's a loss. I was talking about the MAC winning. Penn State did not see this coming. Did not see Penn State going 0-2 to start the season. That's tough. All right, we're back to Purdue. Their big game against Notre Dame. Can they get a heads right here? They can't. Notre Dame with the win. It's a loss. I just thought about this. It will go a little bit faster with the Big Ten matchups because I'm basically doing two at once. It's going a little bit slower right now because it's all non-conference stuff mainly. Just that one game so far. All right, Akron. Akron versus Rutgers. I'm sorry, Rutgers is playing Akron. So Rutgers needs a heads. They get a tails. They lose. Another MAC victory. I forgot to update this for Akron last time. 1-1. Or not, I keep saying Akron for Rutgers. I'm sorry. Rutgers 1-1 now. Okay. And then we have Virginia. Oh, no, I'm going to the next thing. Man, see, I can't even do my own thing that I planned. I put pressure on myself with how fast I have to go. All right, here we go. How did I miss this Big Ten matchup? Oh, because it's in week 3 for them. Okay, here we go. UCLA at home against Indiana. UCLA wins the game. UCLA 2-0. 2-0 to start the year. Incredible. Indiana 0-3. God, that is hilarious. This is so fun. All right, USC. Did I update Indiana's thing? I did. 3 losses. UCLA 2-0. USC against Utah State. Let's see here. At USC. A loss. Just not even possible. Not even possible. All right. And then Washington, our last week 2, I'll call it, game against South Dakota at Camp Randall Stadium. Oh, I'm sorry. This is Washington. Or I thought this was Washington. This is Wisconsin. Did I forget to do Wisconsin? I think I totally forgot to do Wisconsin, guys. That's not good. Where's Wisconsin at? I did. I put them on here and then I forgot to do them. I'll have to go back and do that. All right, this is Wisconsin, though. So this is at home for them. I got to put Washington on here now. Tails, they lost. I can't believe I did that. I can't believe I've done this. Where did Washington go? So let me make another one. Let me do this real quick. Give me 1 second, guys. Got to go to Twitter and get the schedule because I forgot to keep that up, even though I told myself I was going to keep that up in case there was a mistake. I didn't do it. You guys give me 1 minute, and we'll be back rolling and flipping again. I got to get that schedule, though. Got to have it. All right. Keep going. Keep scrolling. Keep scrolling. It's on here somewhere. Here it is. All right. Washington. And who am I missing? Washington. So I got Wisconsin's. I forgot to get Washington. So here's a copy. All right. And then this is going to be Washington now. I wrote Washington at the bottom, but it's got Wisconsin's schedule on it. Wisco. All right, Washington. Let's get you guys on here. Got to re-roll these ones, though. All right, first one against Weber State. Randomly flip. It's a win, so I can keep that one on there. And then the next one, also at home against Eastern Michigan. Flip that again. It's a tails. I get to keep it the same. Perfect. Perfect. All right, so Wisconsin 1-1, Washington 1-1. Everybody should have 2 or 3 on there. Let's go back to Indiana. I'll do an update after 6 games, after everybody gets 6 games. Illinois. I said let's go back to Indiana. I forgot Illinois first. Illinois back at home against Central Michigan. They are 0-2. Both losses came at home, and they pick up a win. Big win against a MAC team. MAC has been running through the Big Ten so far. Just running through us. I also have to add it to this, though, don't I? Let me do this real quick. Forgot I need to pull that down. Let's get Washington on there. Hold on, you're going to have to give me a second here to format this. Washington wins. Washington. I knew I would mess something up here. All right. Now I think I got them all. Can you guys see it all on there now, though? That's the question. You can't. You can't see it all. Let me scroll out a little bit. No, I don't want to scroll out. Let me just make this smaller. Not that small. Not that small. There we go. Now you can see it all. Look how fast I did that. I'm so good at computers, you guys. All right. All right, who was I on? All right, Illinois. Indiana already has 3. Still no comments on YouTube, so I'm not reflipping anything. Iowa playing at home against Troy. And I only got like 10 minutes. I got to go quick. Heads is a win for Iowa. Win. And I didn't redo this yet either. Slide that over. That's a win. So they are 2-1 now. Then we got Maryland. Slide it over. I could do this stuff on the fly. It's not a big deal. Maryland on the road, so we need a tails here, and we don't get it. They get another loss. Maryland now 1-2. Michigan State, undefeated, playing Prairie View A&M at home. Can they keep the streak alive? They can't. They cannot. Oh, man, what a loss. What happened in that game? Who knows? All right, Michigan at home against Arkansas State. Give her a flip. Gets another win. Michigan back up to 2-1. Minnesota at home against Nevada. Gets a win. Minnesota looking good. Nebraska, undefeated, playing Northern Iowa now. At home. They get a loss. It is tough to go undefeated in this. I'll tell you what. All right, and then we got Northwestern playing Eastern Illinois at the crib. They get another loss. That is not how David Braun wanted to start year 2 at all. Ohio State playing Marshall. We are Marshall. That's Penn State's thing, actually. They get a win. Just started thunderstorming here. Oregon State. It's at Corvallis, which is a road game, and that means that Oregon wins once again with the tails. Penn State. They are at home again against Kent State. That's my name. They lost again. They lost all 3 of their first games. That is insane. Purdue, 1-1, looking to get another win. Also at Oregon State. That obviously is not going to be the same week. And they lost. This is tough. This is tough sledding here in the Big Ten. All right, at Virginia Tech for Rutgers. They need a tails. They get it. Rutgers moves up to 2-1. And then we got UCLA, undefeated. They're playing at LSU. Can they get another win? Oh, I just added a coin. Which one was it? I didn't mean to do that. Okay, didn't matter. They lost. Home team won. I was going to say I could see UCLA's schedule actually going like this, but I don't think they're going to beat Indiana. I don't see that happening. All right, next one, USC. They're at Michigan. Oh, wait, was that a Big Ten game? No. Did I skip a Big Ten game? I didn't. All right, we're back to another Big Ten game. USC at home against Michigan. USC gets the win. They're up to 2-1. Michigan gets the loss. They're at 2-2. And then we got Wisconsin playing Alabama at home. This would be a big game. Wisconsin loses again. Really tough. Really, really tough. All right, Washington at Washington State. No, they're at home versus Washington State. They get a win. 2-1. All right, we're back to the beginning. Illinois at Nebraska. Heads is Nebraska. It is Nebraska. Illinois is 1-3. 1-3. We should start cruising now because I got more Big Ten ones. So it shouldn't take as long anymore. Let me set up. Because the latest I could leave is in 10 minutes for real, so I got to start going. All right, Northwestern. I can't even do reflips anymore, so if you comment anymore, it doesn't matter. Northwestern at home. At Washington. They lose again. Washington gets the win. Washington. Win. Washington starting off hot. And then we're going back to, who was I just on? Wait, did I just mess that up? Why was I on Northwestern already? Who cares? We'll go back to Maryland. Maryland at home against Villanova. Win. Villanova. Oh, that's why, because I was flipping around the Big Ten. I didn't do Iowa's fourth game yet either. Iowa at Minnesota. Iowa gets the win. Minnesota gets the loss. It's the only one I haven't fixed yet, I think. Okay. I should have 4 for everybody. So Michigan State at Boston College. Dub. All right. Everyone got 4 over here now. Let's see. Michigan 4. I haven't fixed Michigan's yet either. I'm taking a lot of time fixing stuff for someone who only has 10 minutes. 4. Northwestern has 4. Ohio State does not have 4. They're at Michigan State. And they get a win. 3-1. Michigan State takes a loss. 3-2. Oregon at UCLA. Let's give her a flip. At UCLA. So that means Oregon lost and UCLA won. UCLA is hot right now. Hot. Penn State, 0-3, back at home against the Fighting Illini, who are also struggling. They lost again. Oh, my gosh. Penn State, what are you doing, bro? Big win for Illinois, though. All right, Penn State, Purdue. At home against Nebraska. Nebraska wins. Purdue 1-3. Nebraska with the win. They are 4-1 now. Rutgers versus Washington. And it's at Rutgers, and Rutgers gets the win. 3-1. Washington takes the loss. They are 3-2. UCLA. Does everyone have 4 now? Yeah, let's keep going. USC versus Wisconsin. Didn't I already do this one? Nope, I didn't. USC versus Wisconsin at home. USC gets the win. Good start for USC. Wisconsin, loss. And then we're back to the beginning. All right, we should have 5 now. Let's see if I can get moving now. All right. Illinois versus Purdue. Everyone should have 5. So let's go back to this one. They only have 3. All right, because I forgot about this. Charlotte for Indiana at home, I assume. They lost again. My God. Indiana, you can't win a coin toss. All right, let's see. 5, 4. Let's do the next one for them. They're at home again against Maryland. Got to get a heads here, right? They got a heads. Win. Maryland. Loss. They got 2 wins, though. All right. Michigan State, 3-2, going to Oregon. And Oregon wins. Michigan State starting to level out. Oregon picks up another win. They're 4-1. They're looking good. Michigan at home against Minnesota loses. Minnesota comes in and picks up a big win. They should have 2 losses now. Okay. Trying to keep this updated. Trying to keep it going. All right, they got 5. They got 4. So we got Northwestern at home against Indiana. Northwestern loses. Northwestern, rough start. And then Indiana, of course, gets that win. They have 2 now. And where were we at? Ohio State at home against Iowa. Another win for Ohio State. This is looking like they've only lost to Western Michigan so far. Good season for them. All right, Penn State, 0-4. Still at home. Playing UCLA. Lost again. Oh, man, Penn State. Purdue, 1-3. They're going to Wisconsin. Oh, wait, I didn't update that one. All right, what was it? Penn State versus UCLA got a win. All right, UCLA win. So they got 4 now. Got to remember to do that. All right, Penn State at Wisconsin. Or I'm sorry, Purdue at Wisconsin. Purdue wins. There we go, Purdue. They still have Wisconsin's number. Don't they? Haven't they won like a couple of, or that's not Purdue, is it? Who am I thinking of? Minnesota? I can't remember. Wisconsin loses again, though. They're 1-4 right now, according to the coin. Coin don't lie. Rutgers at Nebraska. Did I already do this one? I didn't. Rutgers at Nebraska. Nebraska wins. Rutgers loses. Nebraska's doing good. Nebraska on the coin. UCLA. Man, I have got to go soon. I might have to pause this. I might have to do part 2. For real, I have to leave in 3 minutes. There's no way I'm finishing this. I'm going to do part 2 when I get home. I just got to run and pick up my kids real quick. I don't know why I started it. I should have known it was going to take like 30 minutes. That was dumb. Let's get everybody 6 though real quick. Did I do this Minnesota one yet? Minnesota. I didn't. I don't think. Okay, it's starting to get weird because there's other teams ahead of it. Let's do this one first. USC at Minnesota. Minnesota wins. So that's a loss for USC. I got to get this updated. 3 and 2. And Minnesota won this one. They are, what is that, 4 and 2? Let's go back to UCLA. UCLA at home against Minnesota. They lost. So UCLA gets a loss. Second one of the season for them. And then Minnesota gets another win. So they're 5 and 2. That's 7 for them, though. All right, and then we got, let's see, does everybody have 5 yet? Or 6, I mean. At Rutgers for Wisconsin. I thought I did that one. Did I do that one? Nope. Wisconsin at Rutgers. Win. They are 2 and 4. And then Rutgers is a loss at home. They are 3 and 3 now. Does Washington have 6 yet? No, we got to do one more. Michigan versus Washington. At Washington, Michigan wins. Washington loses. They're 3 and 3. Michigan gets a win. I don't know how I skipped them. They are 3 and 3 as well. All right. Let's update this and make sure I have everything right. So let's format it again. Data, sort range, advanced. Column C, Z to A. That looks pretty good, right? Penn State only has 5. Let's do one more Penn State. At USC, but USC has, USC only has 5 as well. All right. So this is at USC. So that would be heads is USC. Tough for Penn State. Penn State 0 and 6 to start the season. All right, I have to pause right here. Let me update it again. Oh, Northwestern only has 5. How's that the case? At Maryland. Does Maryland only have 5? They do. Okay, so one more flip. We got Northwestern playing at Maryland. Northwestern wins. Maryland loss. They got 4 now. Northwestern picks up a win, much needed. They got 2. Give them a win right here. All right, let's update it one more time. Everybody should have 6 now, right? There's no way they don't. Let's see. All right. Looks like everybody has 6. So Minnesota and Nebraska at the top of the standings. Ohio State and Oregon only have 1. We got to do that game. We got to do that game because that's the next game on there. So Ohio State, Oregon, this will be the last one of part 1, and then I'll come back for part 2. And it's a home game for Oregon. So a heads is an Oregon win. It's a tails. That is a Ohio State win. Ohio State has only lost to Western Michigan so far. And Ohio State gets another win. They're 5 and 1. Last time updating this, and then I'm going to tweet this out. You guys can come back and watch part 2. All right, sort range, advanced sorting range, Z to A, column C. Done. All right, everybody's got 6 now. Iowa, I haven't been updating. What is going on? What is going on? I did the Ohio State one, didn't I? So that was a loss. Why haven't I not been going back? Did I do Washington's Iowa? Nope. All right, whatever. I'm pausing it right here. Pausing it right here, and then I'll finish it up. I'm going to clean it up before I come back. I'll be back in like an hour and finish this up. We'll see you guys in a little bit.